my name is Emily Weeks. I'm 17 years old from Atlanta, Georgia, and I want to attend the songwriting program at Grammy Camp. My relationship with music started when I was 5 years old, and I was classically trained both on piano and vocally. I wrote my first song when I was 13 years old, and I've been writing music ever since. Here at Namaste Studios, I intern and I also record my own music. I have a pretty hectic schedule. I go to a really academically challenging school, and I don't have as much time as I would like to work on my music. Being able to spend an intensive amount of time working just with creative artists like myself would be really inspiring, and I'd be able to collaborate and learn from a lot of people. Other interesting things about myself. I'm a soprano, and I sing in a traveling ensemble at my school. It's audition only. We went to Italy and sang in Santa Croce in Florence, and we also sang in St. Peter's in Rome, which was a fantastic experience. I think that in order to appreciate your music, you have to understand the history of music and understand classical music, and I think being classically trained, I get that background. And it's really cool to see how that comes to life in modern music. Another thing, I am part of the women's a cappella group at Westminster. I've arranged a few songs for the group, and it's a really great experience. It's a really great group of people because not only is writing your own music a way to express yourself, but also arranging somebody else's music, taking someone else's version and making it your own. Could be like a rock guitarist. I could play it like this. I can do whatever, I could play it behind my back. As I began experimenting with my sound, I realized that for me, it felt less genuine having auto-tune and electronic music in my songs. That's when I started listening to artists more like Mumford & Sons, the Lumineers, the Beatles, and Ingrid Michaelson, artists who really only use instruments and their voices, and they use raw tracks of their voices. They don't try to cover up their flaws, and that's something that I really like in musicians, is someone who's really genuine about their music. So as far as my creative process goes, I have all these ideas kind of bouncing around in my head, and I end up putting them on little pieces of paper. They look like this, and I just kind of write them down as I go, and I piece them together, and then I end up putting them in a notebook. And that's how my creative process works. So I just write the music and the lyrics as I go, and whenever I get a cool idea, I write them down. Sometimes the best thing for me is to get in the studio and write, get in an environment with other creative people when I get stuck, and it helps me get unstuck, which is why I think Grammy Camp would be really great, because I could just write music all the time. Sometimes people say my eyes get really wide when I get excited, and they say I look like a bush baby. So if I were an animal, I'd be a bush baby. That was the question, right? I have a really great group of people here at Namaste Studios who have really helped me understand what goes just beyond writing the song, how to make it better, and I feel like Grammy Camp could be another one of those experiences for me. Just working with people, not only peers, but also professionals who can teach me how to write songs better, how I'll always be improving my music. One of my short-term goals is to get into USC, Thornton School of Music, and this process of making the audition tape has really helped me understand how much work and effort goes into the audition process. My long-term goals in the music business are to be a performing singer-songwriter, but I'm also open to the idea of producing or just songwriting, anything with music really. I'm not certain about exactly what I want to do, but I know I want to spend my life doing music. I'd be really happy if I got into Grammy Camp because I'd be able to spend time doing what I love and learning from other people who also do what I love. So, Grammy Camp! Yeah!
When you cry and I wanna go